Hello, my name is Surname509, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the missiles and cannons in FTI. So, what are the missiles and cannons? Well, they are a projectile that fires at an enemy ship and damages their hull and subsystems. There are three types of missiles and one cannon, which are the missile launcher, system missile, homing missile launcher, and the one cannon. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of the missiles and cannons? Well, they ignore shields, so we're able to pass through shields. And the disadvantages is that they can miss, with the exception of the homing missile launcher, which cannot miss, and they use resources, which I'll show here. Now I'll show you how to use the weapons. At the start of the game, you can be able to choose the missile launcher and the burst laser 1 as your starting weapons. So I'll use that as the example first. So your objective here is to target the missile launcher right at the shields so it can take the full shields down and use the burst laser to target their weapons. You can do the reverse way, but I highly recommend using the missile launcher to hit shields because it ignores the shields. So it'll do full damage to their shields, allowing your burst laser to do max damage. Now that we're in combat, we're going to start using the missile launcher to target the shields and the burst laser to target the weapons. But first, we're going to use this missile launcher to see if it hits the shields. And it will. So now I'm going to take the burst laser to target the weapons. 2 shots hit, it did the 2 damage, and then the shields are injured here. So that's good. I'm going to have the missile launcher hit again. And there we go. Awesome. Alrighty, now I picked up some more weapons. I got 2 missile launchers, a system missile, and a thermal rail beam Mark II. I would like to talk more about their evasion. So the enemy has an evasion skill right here. Right here, it's 7 right now because I do have a tracker lens. But if their evasion is very high, missiles can miss. So they're just one shot. You just have to be careful about that. In order to take it down, you can shoot at their pilot and engines. Just as our ship, if their pilot is all the way down or their engines is all the way down, it will become 0, which makes you guaranteed to hit their ship. Alrighty, now that we're fighting, this might be a little bit overkill, but we're just going to use 2 missile launchers to target their shields. See, one of them missed, but the other one did hit. So I'm going to use the system missile to hit their pilot. That hit, lowering their evasion to 0, and all of my thermal rail beams to hit. Alrighty, now just fire it again, and dead. Alrighty, cool. So evasion is a big thing when it comes to missiles. So even with 7 evasion that he had, one of my missiles just often missed. So keep in mind the enemy's evasion, because it can be a real pain if your missiles just decides to miss, and you probably need that to take down shields. So now that we've seen the missiles and cannons in action, what are the differences? Well, the difference is there really is no difference. Missiles and cannons pass through shields. So what does that mean here? So it doesn't matter if you have all shields up or anything, they will pass through. The only way to dodge these are your evasion. And I'll show you where you can upgrade it. Just follow me. Where's the upgrade station? Right here. Let's see if we have a good view right here. Up. Put that back. Put that back. Alrighty. To upgrade your evasion, you'll use the pilot and engines right here in order to upgrade your evasion. Your evasion is mostly here on the top. Right now I have max evasion because I'm just playing God mode and showing an example. As you upgrade your evasion will go up and you're more likely to dodge the missiles and cannons. To keep in mind, make sure that you have probably somewhere at the start of the game at least a buffer here and a buffer here, because if there's no buffers in either pilot or engines when it gets hit, you will have no evasion at all, meaning that any missiles and any shots that the enemy takes will always hit you. And that's mostly up to shields to block the projectiles, but they can't block missiles and cannons, so you'll take guaranteed damage. Now there's a special type of cannon called the Cannon of Reavers. This uses a missile and a virus to do a flat 3 damage, with an additional to do an 8 damage to a subsystem, or 2 additional damage to the enemy's hull. Now what are the advantages and disadvantages of this weapon? Well, this weapon has the highest system damage in the game, able to take out one subsystem completely with its one shot. And with all missiles and cannons, they ignore shields. What is the disadvantages of this weapon? Well, they use both resources, which are the missiles and viruses, so you have to have one of each in order to fire at them. And I'll emphasize on this next disadvantage: they can miss. Overall, the missiles and cannons are very good weapons to get some damage on an enemy subsystem without worrying about their shields. Be on the lookout for a missile replicator, which will give you a 40% chance to not use a missile when it fires. I personally love the system missile that damages for 1, but does 3 damage to an enemy subsystem, making a 2 shielded enemy go down in 1 hit, and fire my other weapons after. The Cannon of the Reavers is the most powerful system damage weapon if you have the resources and if you have a tracker lens in order to hit the enemy ship. It's very disappointing to miss this one-shot weapon and waste resources. And thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this coming in the future. And for the next weapon, this is going to be someone's favorite weapon. But still, thanks again, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks again for watching this video. This is kind of last minute, but I'll be streaming Sonic Origins on June 23rd at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh shit. Oh, repair bots. Awesome. Neato. If you have the resources and if you have a tracker lens in order to hit the enemy ship, it's very disappointing to miss this one-shot weapon and waste resources. I'm gonna say that. I kind of say it weird, but I mean, I feel like I got the message. Just gonna put my gun down so I don't put that shit somewhere else.